healthcare crisis and fix our broken healthcare system. And what's immediately in front of us right now is the need to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits. We just need a handful of Republicans in the House to join us, and we can force an up or down vote on the floor to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits and stand up for working class Americans, middle class Americans, and everyday Americans who are at risk of having their health care ripped away from them. Leader Schumer.
Thank you. And yes, as Hakeem said, we had a great discussion on our Democratic agenda, focusing on the #1 issue facing the American people, the high costs of the things they care most about and need the most, especially health care. Health care costs, we know, are going through the roof. It's just astounding that people would pay $500 or $1,000 more a month for their health care. What are they going to do? Come January 1st, millions won't have doctors. Tens of millions will lose their doctors and have to go to a new one who might not be nearby, who might not understand the ailment their child has. It's just incredible. And why is this happening? Republican intransigence. Democrats are united on fighting to lower health care costs. Republicans are a mess. They can't come to an agreement on a bill. They can't come to an agreement on a solution. Many of them don't want any solution at all. Well, next week, Republican senators will have an opportunity to show the American people they want to lower their health care costs, or they will spurn the American people's desire to lower those health care costs by not supporting Democratic legislation. They are in a bubble. From Donald Trump on down, Donald Trump says there's no affordability crisis. What kind of world is he living in? He's a billionaire. He doesn't have to worry about paying his medical bills, his heating bills, his food bills. But as president, you'd think he'd have some understanding of how the vast majority of Americans live every week, struggling. How are they going to pay this bill? How are they going to pay that bill? What am I going to cut off? But they're in this bubble. They don't get it. Well, Democrats know our job is to fight for the American people and to lower their costs. Republicans have no unity. So Democrats are fighting to lower health care costs. Republicans are fighting with one another.
Questions?
Thank you. Actually, this is directed to you, Leader Schumer. Do you plan to introduce a proposal for a clean 3-year extension similar to the discharge petition that the leader put forth ahead of next week's vote? And second...
Well, can you answer the first one in 2 words? Stay tuned. Second question.
Okay, but you're united, right? So
we are united. We are united.
Okay. Second question...
We are not united within the entire Senate caucus.
Okay. Second question. I'm just curious if either of you have seen this new DOD IG report. I know it hasn't been made public yet, but there are some details that have come out suggesting that the Secretary may have jeopardized sensitive military information in that Signal group chat. Just want your reaction.
I haven't seen it yet. It's only available right now, a classified version to the members of the Intelligence Committee, but I await its release publicly tomorrow.
Yeah, I have not seen the report. Pete Hegseth is the most unqualified Secretary of Defense in American history. The sooner he's gone, the better off the American people.
Peter Jeffries, do you support President Trump's pardoning of Henry Cuellar, and have you spoken to him to Cuellar today, and do you believe that he will stay loyal to the caucus?
I issued a statement on this earlier. My statement speaks for itself. I look forward to talking to Henry when we go on the floor in just about an hour.
Here we go.
If Democrats are united on this health care issue, why are you not stating your plan at this point? Are you hoping for a bipartisan agreement to come together, or what is the reason to not?
Look, the Republican senators have an opportunity to show they're on the side of the American people, and next Tuesday's or next week's vote, we don't know what day yet, next week's vote will show whose side they're on. Are they on the side of the billionaires? Are they on the side of Donald Trump, who says he doesn't even know what affordability means, and is it a crisis, or on the other side of the American people? We'll see.
When are you going to tell us what you're voting on?
Stay tuned.
Yeah, this is not that complicated. What we've seen, right, House Democrats and Senate Democrats in complete alignment in defending the health care of the American people from the very beginning. Every single House Democrat, every single Senate Democrat opposing the one big ugly bill. Why? Because it enacted the largest cut to Medicaid in American history. It literally ripped insurance away from about 14 million people all across the country, including in rural America. At the same time, Democrats standing united against the one big ugly bill. Why? Because it set in motion hospitals, nursing homes, community-based health centers closing all across the country. We oppose the cuts to the Centers for Disease Control. Together, we oppose the cuts to the National Institute of Health. We oppose their effort to take away vaccines from the children of America, and now you see people getting sick all across this country, including in South Carolina, where kids actually couldn't even go to school, apparently, for weeks because of the Republican health care crisis. And we're standing together in fighting to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits.
Thank you. Leader Schumer said that Republicans will have a chance to support some people's legislation next week. But Speaker Johnson reportedly told President Trump to pull back his plan that he reportedly planned to put forward. So even if something happens in the Senate next week, how are you thinking about what's happening over on your side of the Capitol in terms of, Speaker Johnson not supporting any type of conversation around extending these tax credits at this point?
Well, Mike Johnson has consistently made his position